Perhaps you was hoping that you would see this, right? Oh, you next. Do you want? All right, make it a 15. Let's see what happens. But I mean, I didn't. There's not much you can do different without it starting to be just noise. You can say change color of this, change color of that, or something that's give you something a lot different probably is. But maybe let's say you was working on something for a specific place and you just hit you like, you know what? I don't want it to be necessarily broad. I want to capture the attention of people who are specifically traveling to this destination. Like for me, I'll be Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, Plata. And you can just say directly, tailor it for Puerto Plata or put Puerto Plata instead of abroad. But I'm going to leave it open and see what it does with it. And that's another thing, give me a variation of this specifically. When you want to ensure getting something as close to what you desire as possible, then you need to give it the details. If you already have in mind what it is you're wanting as the output, then give it those details. It can't read your mind. But if you want it to apply more creativity, especially if you're not sure exactly what you want, and the thing is broad, so it can be open and it doesn't matter, then not giving it details might be what you want to do because you want it to be more creative and come up with something that not going to think of because it might be stuff that's so ridiculous it wouldn't occur in your mind. So that's the difference. To communication is the key factor here. So if you have an idea of the output you want, whether it's images, documents, apps, whatever, same thing is true. Communication is the key as far as getting the quality of result that you want from what's called prompt engineering. And that is giving it as much details as you can about the type of output or response, the feedback that you want. If you want more creativity, then leave out the specific details and you can do, depending on what the thing is you're working on, the project you're working on, you might want to try both versions to see which one you like better. The idea you had that was more specific, or what came out of it creatively without you giving details that would limit the, the creative aspect of the results you got. I'm trying to think of something that encompasses images, reports, apps, and everything. So the results. Now, when it comes to an app, you really want to try to work through narrowing down what you want the app to be able to do. And otherwise, you just end up with something bloated with a lot of extra stuff that you don't need or not doing what you need it to do. So when it comes to an app, you really want to try to think through the process that needs to happen in order for you to get the outcome, the app's abilities and functionalities that you want. And you can just use ChatGPT. I mean, you can do that in all of the no-code app platforms now, but I like first working all that out in ChatGPT and then giving a more tight summary to no-code platform. I use Replit. And the difference between this year and last year in Replit is just ridiculous. Like last year, you pretty much guarantee every app at some point there's going to be a headache, figuratively speaking. Some might say literally. But now I'm always impressed and rarely am I hung up on an app. So it's been a very interesting ride. Because I always was planning on trying base 44 and I've already tried Lovable, I already tried Bulk and stayed with Replit. But when I saw base 44, then I seen a couple of more come on the scenes, which they haven't been marketing as much as base 44. But I've been planning on trying all of them and comparing them. But Replit has gotten so good, I just don't even want to waste the time of going over there. And they're shipping, so there's different functionalities and whatnot. I said different, man. Oh, okay. I see the porta plot out there. I see what, yeah. You see? So there you go. There you go. And this image may not look to be 16:9 ratio. That's because it's not. But it works. I used to go over to Canva and or Google Gemini and get it true 16:9, but that's pretty much a waste of time because this works just fine in any of the places that 16:9 is. You look at the detail. This is a this is no not working right now. They're working on it, but look at that detail. That's why it took so long. That's crazy. And this fort, that's a real fort in Puerto Plata. Crazy. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think. Did you learn anything? Was it helpful? Are you coming back for more?